For a small 2,000 square foot single story field house project deep in a beautiful park area that is under consideration, the client, the park district, gives the architect the geotech report, which clearly states that the soil capacity in the predetermined site area below the organic material that makes up the first 18 inches, so the very top material is organic, and so we're not going to use that at all. But below that is a comparatively poor silty sand of approximately 1,000 PSF, pounds per square foot, down to about 20 feet deep. It does note, however, that there is a very high quality bedrock soil at approximately 65 feet deep with a capacity of 8,000 PSF. The one-story building should probably be considered in which of the following ways? A, 60-inch diameter caissons at column points to the bedrock. B, raft or mat construction. C, bearing wall with strip foundations. D, steep angle roofs to shed snow to reduce the snow loads. Well, depending on the climate and the location and everything, D certainly seems plausible, but that's not really the answer that's the sort of most meaningful of possibilities here. Bearing wall with strip foundations, that seems sort of plausible. We'll leave that one in there for a moment. How about A, the 60-inch diameter caissons at column points to the to get down to the bedrock? So that's 60-inch caissons that are going at least 65 feet deep for a relatively small. This thing's only about a little bit bigger than your apartment. So really, we're going to have a bunch of 65-foot deep, 60-inch diameter caissons in a very gentle park district area that you're trying not to do a lot of damage to. That's just a huge construction for a small building that's only one story. There's just no way you would ever be choosing that. It clearly is trying to trick you into choosing that by giving you all of that information, but it is absolutely not the way to go in this setup. And this is a quite likely kind of scenario that they would sort of ask you, where it's, once you sort of think about it, a little small 2,000 square foot building, even if you did full clear spans going across it, it just wouldn't be that big a load to warrant that kind of need. But 1,000 PSF just isn't very good soil, so what are you going to do? I could do C, but the best answer is going to be a raft. It's going to be a B, and what that means is, instead of having specific foundations, I essentially just do a great big thick concrete slab that might be, say, 2 feet thick or something, and if I have some bad soil underneath it or whatever, it doesn't really matter, because I get the entire square footage of the building to count as my foundation. So I'm only getting 1,000 PSF per square foot, but I get all of the square feet to work for me, instead of having just small sections of areas that make that work out. So in a situation like this, I can absolutely do this with a raft. In a site like that, it makes a lot of sense. Everything else is going to be much harder to do.